Welcome to the Advanced Visual Code and Animation Workspace tutorial in Assemblr EDU. In this tutorial, you'll build a minigame called Space Mission Simulator. This project combines animation, audio, and visual code to simulate a rocket launch. The goal is to activate the rocket systems in the correct order: fuel, engine, shield, and launch. Each correct step will trigger animations, sound effects, and updates on the control panel. If the systems are activated in the wrong order, an alarm will play, the launch will be canceled, and the rocket will explode to show that the mission has failed. Let's start by preparing the assets for the project. First, add the control panel to the scene. This will be the main area where students control the rocket systems. Adjust its position, rotation, and scale until it matches the example. Next, add the space shuttle to place above the launch area. Leave enough space above the rocket so the launch animation has room to play smoothly. Now place the fuel tank beside the rocket. During the mission, it will supply fuel and connect to the rocket through an animated fuel pipe. On the other side of the rocket, add the antenna. The antenna will play an animation before the shield system is activated. To create the launch platform, add the moon surface. Adjust its position and scale until the scene looks like a simple launch pad. Finally, import the AI-generated background image. Resize and position it to complete the space environment. Once the main assets are ready, let's create the interaction buttons. Add the button asset from the Assemblr EDU 3D library. Then duplicate it until you have 4 buttons. Assign one button to each rocket system: fuel, engine, shield, and launch. To make the buttons easy to recognize, add text labels with the same names. Position and resize each label so it lines up neatly with its button. Next, add a mission success text object. This message will appear when the mission is completed successfully. Then add a reset button. After the game ends, students can use this button to restart the simulation without reopening the scene. Once the buttons are ready, let's build the status panel. The indicator panel shows the current status of each rocket system during the mission. For this project, add 16 indicator lights, 8 red and 8 green. The red indicators show systems that are still inactive. The green indicators show systems that have been activated successfully. Place one red and one green indicator in each fuel, engine, shield, and launch panel. Make sure each red and green pair is placed in the exact same position. This will make it easier to switch between them later using visual code. Before moving on, hide all of the green indicators. When the scene starts, only the red lights should be visible to show that every system is still inactive. Later, when we build the visual code logic, each completed step will hide the red indicator and show the green one. This gives the control panel clear visual feedback as the mission progresses. Next, let's add a few supporting objects to make the simulation feel more immersive. Start with the fuel pipe. This will appear during the fueling process and connect the fuel tank to the rocket. Then add the shield object. This will appear around the rocket after the shield system is activated. Finally, place the explosion effect in the scene. If the systems are activated in the wrong order, this animation will play to show that the mission has failed. To finish the setup, add the project audio. This tutorial uses 8 audio clips: fuel pipe connection, rocket engine start, antenna activation, shield activation, system ready confirmation, rocket launch, mission alarm, and explosion effect. Each sound gives feedback during the game and helps the simulation feel more responsive and engaging.